Welcome back to Talk Horror to Me, the only horror movie review podcast that wants to die before it gets old. But before we bring in all the people who are going to tell you what's up about the film, let's see what we're talking about tonight. Tonight, we review 2021's Old. Old is a 2021 American supernatural body horror film written, directed, and produced by M. Night Shyamalan. It is based on the French-language Swiss graphic novel Sandcastle by Pierre Lévy and Frederik Peeters. The film features an ensemble cast including Gael García Bernal, Vicky Krieps, Rufus Sewell, Wolff, Thomasin McKenzie, Abbey Lee, Nikki Amuka-Bird, Leung, Eliza Scanlen, Pierre, Embeth Davidtz, and Emun Elliott. In Old, a family on a tropical holiday discovers that the secluded beach where they are relaxing for a few hours is somehow causing them to age rapidly, reducing their entire lives into a single day. Hail, 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 the gang's all here! What's happening, kids?
Oh, not much. Do we still got you, Nicole?
Yeah.
Okay.
There she is. What? Well, all we're going to tell you is that Nicole picked this film. So, yeah. Nicole, you have to pick who talks about it first.
She's muted.
She's not muted by me.
Okay, here I am. I picked.
There you are.
Okay. I'm ready for this. I didn't know what to expect going in because I didn't read anything up on it. I wasn't scared, but I was interested. And I was like, what the f is going on? And I like the way that it played out. Some of the parts I was like, oh my God. Like when the two little kids come out from yeah, we say that with bunny rabbit ears because they're not little anymore.
No.
And here she is pregnant. Ooh, we know what they were doing. Towards the end, it started getting when the deaths came, it started getting a little more,
snappy.
Creepy.
Oh,
creepy. A little more creepy, which is fantastic. And I have to say I had a good time watching it because I was interested in what in the world was going on. Uh-oh. Did we
we'll get her back. We'll get her back.
Okay.
She's coming.
There
She's here.
So that's what I think.
That's what you think. All right. So Carly, you pick next.
I pick next. I'm going to go Brooke.
Yay. So I loved how it got right into the film. Like it got right into the storyline and what we were watching it for. And visually, I love the setting of the beach. I thought it was so beautiful. It was real beautiful, but I wouldn't want to be stuck there. And yeah, I wouldn't want to be stuck there, but it was beautiful. But I don't think I would have been like, yeah, let's go. But if I didn't know what was going on, I probably would have went.
And says nature preserve, no trespassing.
Yeah, all those things. Don't worry about that.
And then the cast, I like how they were panicking and desperate for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't make sense. And I don't know, just the characters, that the way they portrayed the characters, I liked it. So
yeah.
No, great. I guess I'm next.
Yes, you are.
You're next.
I love this film.
Yeah.
I love this film because it's a love story. At its heart, it's a love story.
It is.
If you pay attention to the very end, at the very night with a little bonfire going, at the end of the day, it's all about family and it's all about that thing. And it's just all the crazy shit that happens along the way, which was amazing. Number one, you said, it doesn't take that long to like set up the characters and like know why they're there and know why they're feuding because you need that going forward. But man, I'm so glad I don't got a calcium deficiency because that was the craziest thing ever. Only topped by a cantaloupe size thing coming out of somebody's body. But I love the characters. I love the development. I love how like there was so much underneath the surface about these characters and what they were thinking, and the fact that that one guy was aging. Like he was letting all sorts of things come out that he shouldn't have in polite society. But enough about me. Nicole, what did you think?
Okay, so this was my first time seeing it. I had seen commercials in the past, so I was like, this looks interesting. I don't know. I mean, you guys are the experts on horror, so you'll have to tell me. You need to educate me. This didn't feel 100% like horror. It was just kind of eerie. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would agree. I mean, but suspense has become very much horror these days. But yeah, it definitely was more suspenseful than it was creepy.
Yeah, like it was because it's really just. I mean, I would say the movie had a good point because it was real life, just in fast forward. Because even when the mom realizes the kids' clothes don't fit, I mean, moms do go through that. We go through that moment where we're like, wait a minute, like So it did feel like not realistic, but it was parallel to really how we exist now. It's just that, obviously we have more time to adjust to what's happening. But I think, okay, so as much as I really liked it, I think I won't spoil it, but I think the ending felt a little too secure. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It kind of rescued us from the discomfort. And I kind of almost think it would have been better to just leave us in the discomfort.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree. I love discomfort.
Yeah.
I love coming away with like feeling the feels. So yeah, it kind of wrapped up in a way that was kind of
happy.
It was just a little happily ever after kind of move, and everybody gets theirs, whatever. Yeah. I mean, but maybe we needed that. Maybe we needed because so much death happens in that day. But so maybe like the audience wasn't ready for like a little more. Oh, I wonder what happens next. And who's next?
Exactly.
But yeah, I agree. But I'm a big discomfort, terrible endings. I like bad endings. I don't like happy endings. So.
Well, they make you think forever. They'll stick more than the rest of the film when it's an uncomfortable ending,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Man.
You nailed it, girl. What?
I also did laugh though. I should have. That scene with the calcium stuff in the cave was just a little too much. I was like,
But I will say they really defined the physics of the place.
Yes.
Meaning, like the fact that Brendan got cut across the cheek and it healed instantly. They could do the surgery and it healed over quickly. So they did set up the mechanics of it to be that creepy when things are just breaking, resetting, like in an instant. I thought that part of it made it even more gruesome. And really that was the most gruesome thing of the film. But
how come whenever the black rapper, whenever he got stabbed multiple times, how did he not heal himself like the others? Or was it just too rapid?
He also didn't age.
Yeah,
well, I think
he was just bleeding.
I think he did, but there was two things they did. One, he was the one that had the blood clot issue. Okay, so being stabbed with internal bleeding is a whole different thing than being cut across the face. And two, he made that comment early on about, I bet they wish they were black now, meaning black don't crack, meaning we look young, a lot younger, a lot longer than others. And I think that's why they made that comment.
Yeah.
But we also didn't see him. Go ahead, Nicole.
No, I think you're going to say what I was going to say, which is I don't know how old he was when he got there because he was there before them. So you would think.
Right. And we only saw him in a distance with his glasses on. So he could be like 19 or 20. Yeah. But by the time we see him, he looks like he's 38, 39.
Yeah.
So definitely, But that hurt my heart from the social commentary standpoint. That death, it really did.
Yeah.
But with that, because it was one of our favorite things, what we really need to know, what are a few of our favorite things? So, Nicole, you go start us off. What was your favorite thing of this film, kill or otherwise?
Okay, I think I'm going to do this in a way that I hopefully don't spoil anything, but I'm going to say that it's a scene where the two kids are building sandcastles. And I think that was my favorite because it was very hopeless and it was very, it was the most eerie to me. And also the line that she states about, she makes this point of, I wonder if all adults still feel like children inside, or if this is because we were children yesterday. My question is that's a really deep line because a lot of adults still feel like children. So this is like a way to self-examine when you hear that.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah. How about you, Carly? Since you're digging in, what's up? Tell us up.
Well, my favorites, I gotta say, I know it was laughable at some parts, but that ball of calcium deficiency. Like she ended up. I'm sorry. The way she ended up.
I know.
The way she died.
During that scene. And her hand was like.
It was fantastic.
I have a feeling that M. Night was like, listen, I need something that's going to make this creepy. And that was really the only thing of the film that was creepy. I don't know if it was from the book or not.
No, the rust was creepy.
Well, it was, but it was, that was fairly tame in comparison. I think. Yeah. What about you, Brooke?
I think.
Oh, go ahead. Was you going to say something, Nicole?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So my favorite scene is when they are in the office, I guess the lab, and we get to figure out like what all diseases they have and things like that. Yeah. That was my favorite scene. But,
now, why is it your favorite scene? Because it sets up the reason why?
Yeah, because we get to see what tests they're performing. Like it seems like they're performing tests on people that has illnesses and diseases and stuff like that to try to see if they can find a cure or something.
I got 5 words for you, Brooke. Big Pharma, be Big Pharma. I didn't see no FDA, guy on staff going, hey, I know it's been, a lifetime today for these people, but I don't know. This is the 73rd trial.
Yes.
That means there were 73 groups of people that were on this beach at some point, and that is effed up. What I think is actually more funny, Brooke, about that, and it's not my favorite, but the fact that there was a plaque in that research center about the first people who found the beach and died, which were people from the company. And I thought, and they had that up on the board of the first, I forgot what it said, but it was the ones who found it first. And there was all the names engraved for all the people who found the beach and died, which I think is kind of hilarious, but it really kind of gave some gravitas. I'm like, yeah, somebody had to find it first. And then somebody else said, you know what we should do? We should experiment on people 70 sometimes and see what happens.
Well, that little boy was really smart.
Yeah, the little boy was very smart.
Very.
He was.
The one that told him about
the pharmacy. If you think about it, I think that's why the ending is frustrating because there's no real way, it seems. In some ways we know about Big Pharma, but it's still what it is. So I think that's where the movie became unrealistic. Aside from a beach that makes you old, is the idea that if you expose it, it'll stop you. Not really.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure there's other. In that one book they found, the one little journal, it says, "I wonder how many other places around the world there are of this." So who knows if Warren had other facilities doing the exact same thing?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But I say my favorite scene though would be. I don't know, man. I really did like the cantaloupe. I love the cantaloupe. I thought that scene was just all the mechanics together. Just the fact it was growing at astronomical rate. I thought that was fantastic. But
Everybody had
Nicole, did you give your favorite? I'm already forgetting. You did.
Yes.
Say, we're all tired people. We've been working hard today. What's that, Nicole?
I lost you guys. Back up. Say that one.
I just want to make sure you're saying about your favorite, and I think you had it at the top. So
yeah.
But what else, Nicole? You seem to have 1,000 things to say about this film. What else can you tell us?
I'm trying not to spoil it, but like at the same time, I think I find it interesting that all of their health issues were in some way karmically linked to their behavior. I don't know if you guys felt the same way. Kind of like the husband. Well, like the husband knew what was going on with his wife, but he obviously was a head in the sand type of person. He pretended not to see what was going on. So then it's the idea that his vision's going.
Yeah.
He's very much not a good. He didn't listen. She was very much isolating of herself throughout the beginning of the film. So then her karmic issue is her hearing's going and she's isolated in a way. The other one, like super vain with the calcium problem. I mean, she's looking at her daughter saying, you want to kill the male gaze, like sit up straight. It's all about her appearance. But then her health issue is basically it's going to deteriorate her appearance. So it's like everybody, and then the doctor who always, you could tell by the relationship with his mother, she's looking at him going, you have to be the logical one that fixes everything. So he's like constantly mentally overburdened, and what's wrong with him? His mental health is like kaput. So it's like, I just find that cool that they their behaviors to whatever was wrong with them.
Oh,
Sure.
That's
you, man, wow. I'm going to go back and rewatch it a 5th time because I don't catch any of that stuff.
Wow.
Although I will say there was a creepy moment toward the end when the doctor was kind of like doing this weird crab crawl. And then Gael is just kind of, he's looking, but he can't see it. And he's trying to ask Priscilla to like, hey, what's that? What's that? And she doesn't hear him. And like, that was super, super tense for me that like he can't see it. And she can't hear him ask about it. And then he's getting like swatched at with a knife. Oh my God. That was pretty intense. I love that.
That was good.
I forgot how he died. Didn't she like inject him with something?
She got him with a rusty blade.
With the rusty blade. Okay. Okay.
It was. And the rust, when the rust hits your blood, it's like a poison, and it was all accelerated, so we got to really see that.
Yeah, we didn't get to see a slow burn on that one. It went fast.
No,
just like the pregnancy. I thought that was sad too, by the way, the pregnancy.
Oh God, that was so sad.
I mean, the thing that was said of like we put him down for a minute and it died from neglect or from oh my God.
Not having attention.
That was a lot.
I was like, that was quick.
Oh, that hurt.
And that was a lot of good thinking on the writer's part to think that up and take that into account. That was something that could easily get missed in your head when you're writing something like that. But I mean, that was pretty. And I mean, let's face it too. The movie, it's actually, like we said before, it's not scary in a traditional horror sense. But I think what they did is work off the psychological fear we all have of age and death. So it was that, creep out of what we all try to constantly avoid. And then it's happening at this accelerated rate. So,
right. And the other thing is that go ahead, Brooke.
Oh, no, you go.
I was going to say, and also the fact of I always love films with interactivity about how all the dynamics of how people are together in a group under stress. Those films are always the most interesting to me. So while everybody was kind of had their own, everybody had their own identity, just the way they all try to interact, and the therapist is trying to bring everybody together. The doctor thinks the nurse is beneath him. All these kind of layers of hierarchy and social status. It just played so well, and I just loved it. Brooke, go ahead.
And you just mentioned that somebody mentioned that on my status about aging, and they said that's one of their fears is aging, and I was like, she just mentioned that, and that's a fear of a lot of people, aging.
Yeah. But I think before we get really, really old and die from this, I think we really need to know how we're going to rate this film. Now, Nicole, kudos to you for not rating the film 5 minutes ago. Love that about you.
I did it.
You did it.
Yay.
Well done. Well done. But it is your job to decide who goes first in the rating.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with Brooke.
Yay. So I'm going to rate it 3.5 swimming through the coral. Because I thought it was beautiful.
It was.
So that's my rating.
All right. Brooke, who do you pick next?
You.
I'm going to give this out of 5. Because I just love it. Just love it. I give it a 4.5 mid-sized sedans.
Ooh.
Nice.
And you, Carly, Miss Carly?
I give it a solid 4. I need my calcium.
Is there really calcium in this calcium bomb juice? Just asking.
Yeah, when they showed that part, I was like, she needs to go.
Yeah. Oh, don't be mean.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a trophy wife, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, she did ingratiate herself when she was all like, we should have gotten the yacht, like I told you. I mean, but listen, Nicole is the most important person here today. This was her film. Nicole, how do you rate this film?
I'm going to actually copy Brooke and say 3.5. And only because, like I said, if the ending had been a little bit more ambiguous, or if they hadn't taken me out of the discomfort, I probably would say it's a 5. But I just, that ending was good, but a little too much like safety. I think I would go with a 3.5. 3.5 years.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Yep. Like it.
But so basically you give it 3.5, about 30, let's see, age 1 year per every half hour. Therefore, I don't know. I can't do math. Math ain't math. But they did figure it out. And actually, I wish they would have gone with, what was the name? Jaren's idea of like trying to walk back through the crevice like slowly to acclimate. I really thought that was a really cool idea of like the depressurization. Yeah. Easier to go down, almost impossible to go back up at the same rate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder. Yes.
But,
Nicole.
But I will say, I argue the point, and I need you guys, we all need to vote on this. I argue the logic of trying to go up and over, because if it's like a pathway of energetic issues here, then whether you could probably not pass out going up, it would be once you're going across that you would pass out.
I have a feeling I agree. Obviously, she did black out, so we knew that didn't matter. She got 3 almost to the top. She blacked out.
Yeah.
I think it was like I honestly think it was more like a ring. If you think about like a coral reef, it seemed like it was almost like a ring. It just with that little split between to get inside. So I think that you could have gone 4,000 feet up, and I think it still would have happened. Mm-hmm. That's just kind of like I think how it would work in my physics.
In your physics.
In my physics.
Well, I agree with that.
Well, thank you. I mean, again, I think this movie was very strong in setting the parameters and keeping to the parameters. Yeah. So, and they use the I love how Guy was like, it's statistically impossible that there's not a way out of here, or, like all deaths that happen on vacations are by, tabletops. And I just love how like everybody was playing the anthropology area. And I thought it was just well done. Now, here's my question. What was the film that starred both Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando? Because that doctor wants to know. I know. Do you know? I know. I know the answer.
I don't, but that was the best.
I don't.
That was the best.
Wait.
What is it? Brooke's looking it up.
It's The Missouri Breaks is the only film with Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando in together. So,
okay.
Even though he died before he could find out, I'm here to tell him. Oh my lord, oh my lord. But I really, we're getting down to the end of it, kids, and in reality, we need to know what's next. Who's bringing it to the table?
So at the very last minute, I changed my decision. And I found Jeepers Creepers on TV.
You went double dutch on us.
So
listen, y'all, she had a pick. She had to change it. I had it on a piece of paper, and she changed it again. Man, this girl is crazy, y'all.
Jeepers Creepers. Is it on Tubi?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on Tubi.
Yeah.
All right, I'm writing that down.
I've never seen it.
Justin Long.
So good.
Justin
He's my
Long.
favorite. I love him.
Here's the thing. I've watched it about 3 times, and I have problems with the midpoint of the film. But Justin Long was fantastic in it. I really thought it was a very, very, very strong contender to be one of the best, like, horror film, trying to get away from the unstoppable one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds familiar. I may have watched it, but with my track record, probably not.
You may
well, I mean, the film spawned a couple sequels, so it must have done all right.
Yeah.
Although the director's got some personal issues that people talk about.
Then yes, I have seen it.
Yep. Yep.
That jogged your memory. I like that.
So that's how we know if Carly. So Carly, remember that director that was in trouble for that thing? Oh yeah, I watched that film. Oh okay.
Yeah.
Carly is our page 6 girl, so she knows what's up on the download.
Smart.
So smart. With that, any last things, Nicole, you would like to say about this film that you chose?
Let me think. I would say I do agree with you. I think the heart of the message about time and morality, I mean, not morality, mortality, time and mortality was, I mean, that gave us a lot to think about. Like, you can't not think about that film and go, okay, how do I spend my time and my mortality? Because it does go that quick. It's just that we mentally might have a little bit more time to adjust to it as it's happening. But at the end of the day, it's even what they represented with the teenagers. It's like, that is pretty much what it's like. 1 minute, they're just who they are. And the next minute they're evolving. And then there's the hormones happening. And then there's the, let's try doing this. And then there's the, so it's like, it was real life just accelerated, which I think is what makes it so creepy, is that it's actually what we do go through.
Yeah.
So,
I love it. It was a great pick, Nicole. Thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to give you all the love. Just love. Much love. And we will say our adieus. I love you all to death. But I'm going to say, oh, Carly. Oh, Nicole. Oh, Brooke. And with that, thank you so much again for coming with us, being here on a Sunday night with us. And don't forget, we are always here to scare you later.